Good morning. This is Pastor Brian. Thank you for joining me as we read a chapter a day through the book of Psalms. Today we are reading Psalm 4. I'll be reading from the Common English Bible. Follow along however you prefer. So, Psalm 4, which also is attributed to David in the little subtitles that I have. Answer me when I cry out, my righteous God. Set me free from my troubles. Have mercy on me. Listen to my prayer. How long, you people, will my reputation be insulted? How long will you continue to love what is worthless and go after lies? Know this, the Lord takes personal care of the faithful. The Lord will hear me when I cry out to him. So be afraid and don't sin. Think hard about it in your bed and weep over it. Bring righteous offerings and trust the Lord. Many people say, we can't find goodness anywhere. The light of your face has left us, Lord. But you have filled my heart with more joy than when their wheat and wine are everywhere. I will lie down and fall asleep in peace, because you alone, Lord, let me live in safety. So that is Psalm number 4. What kind of psalm do you think it is? Is it lament? Is it wisdom? Is it thanksgiving? Is it praise? Write it down, or just think about which one you think this kind of psalm is. As I was reading through this psalm, I think one of the things that really kind of stuck out to me was this idea that God fills David's heart with joy, and that there are people who are struggling with turning to God in those times of crisis, and instead just wonder where God is. And I think that, sometimes we do those same things. Sometimes we struggle. Sometimes we wonder where God is and have a hard time. But David here seems to really rely on God, and that I really love verse 8 where it says, I will lie down and fall asleep in peace because you alone, O Lord, let me live in safety. It is that reliance on God, that trust in God, and that idea that God will be the one to bring us through, and that we should avoid sin. That, sometimes that sense of panic, that sense of urgency and unknowing about things will drive us to do things that we shouldn't do. And David here warns not to sin, and that the Lord will hear us when we cry out to God. And I think that's extremely important to remember, that it is in those times that we should not, panic and run. Instead, we should focus on God, that we should cry out to God, that we should let God know what is going on in our life. God already knows, but again, how great is it to be able to verbalize it or write it down? However you want to have your form of prayer with God, have it. Spoken out loud, spoken in the silence of your heart, writing it down so you can get it out. And let God know that you want God to be a part of that. That you want God to work through you during that time. Think hard about it in your bed and weep over it. The second half of verse 4 says, it's okay. Let God in and let God work through you. So what did you hear? What kind of psalm do you think this one is? Write it down, share it with a friend, take care of yourself, stay safe, and God bless. Bye.